Hi Madras Elementary, I'm Mrs. Lawson, I'm a kindergarten teacher, and I'm going to take you on a nature walk and do a little storytelling. I am in Los Osos, California right now, and I'm standing in a eucalyptus grove. When I was in elementary school, especially in 4th and 5th grade, instead of learning about Oregon history, since I lived in California, I learned about California history. And some of the stories that I'm going to talk to you about today are specifically about how the eucalyptus tree came to be in California. Now, I do want to acknowledge that the history that I learned a long time ago was very exclusive to a white, middle-class, urban community. I do know that there's lots of other history in California that I've learned about since then, and that's what's exciting about learning, is we can always learn about different cultures and how different cultures came to support California in different parts of the United States. So, this behind me is a eucalyptus grove. It's a really beautiful tree. It has leaves that look like this. They're long and kind of a green-gray color. Right now they have blossoms on them. And it has a really delicious smell. I love the smell of eucalyptus. It's in lots of essential oils and candles. It's a very popular smell to help with relaxation. Something else I love about the eucalyptus tree is its bark and how it peels off, and it kind of looks like the bark that's revealed underneath is smooth. Really quite beautiful. Make sure you pay attention to my story that I'm going to tell you, because at the end I'm going to give you a little bit of a challenge, okay? So, you may not think this is interesting, but I think it's fascinating. This large eucalyptus grove was not always here, okay? When there was westward expansion, like you're learning about in the Oregon Trail and that type of thing, and when they started building railroads, it was important that they had the resources that they needed to build the railroads in California too. So the government asked landowners and farmers to specifically plant eucalyptus trees. Now, eucalyptus trees are not native to California. They're native to Australia. But when they transplanted eucalyptus trees into California with the hopes of them to grow fast and use them for railroad ties, it did not work out the way they had planned, okay? The trees grew differently in this climate and with in this climate, in this soil, and so all the groves that they planted, the wood grew so that it wasn't useful for railroad ties. It wasn't quite as hard as it needed to be for building. So nowadays, as you drive around California, throughout California, especially up and down I-5, once in a while you will see groves of eucalyptus trees, and those are kind of like the mistake that the first white settlers in California made. They planted trees with the hopes of using it for building supplies and railroad ties, but it just did not work out. Is it okay to make mistakes? Yes, it's okay to make mistakes. But now we get to see the results of their mistake, which is, I think it's gorgeous, but invasive species, eucalyptus is one of those. I'm going to take you for a little hike through the forest here, the grove. It is interesting to see they're planted just like an orchard would be planted in straight rows. So here we go. It's really kind of windy today, so hopefully you'll be able to hear the sounds of the leaves hitting each other. And the bark falls off throughout the year. See how they're planted in lines, just like an apple orchard? So this is not a natural eucalyptus forest, but it has become home to lots of birds and animals. So your challenge, Madras Elementary, is to retell the story that I told you, okay? You can retell it with writing. You can also retell it with a picture. And if you take a picture of it and post it onto this Madras Elementary post in the comments down below, I will make sure that you get 5 Eagle tickets when we get back to school. I hope you enjoyed this simple little nature hike, and I hope everyone's doing well. Bye.